I get asked this question many times, why some people get remedy and others don't. Well, first of all, many are having successes, they're having remedy, they're knowing that they're not a piece of paper, they know who they are and they know who they're not. Okay? That's for one. In order for you to have remedy, you have to know who you are and who you're not. Okay, you have a lot of people out here, like Patrick would always say, a lot of nitwits out here that don't know nothing about common law, law of the land, admiralty, maritime, Magna Carta, Ensley, just all caps, Strawman. They just heard, or they hear, or they heard, when they come over, to me, they're like, hey, Emilio, listen, I heard I can tap into my trust. I heard I can get so much money back from the government. I heard I can do this and claim so much on taxes. They keep hearing about things, but never do their own freaking damn research. Ain't that something? They hear that you can get money from their birth certificates, but guess what? They don't do no freaking damn research. They hear that they can tap into a TDA trust account. They can pay off all of their bills with the back of the Social Security number. Each letter on the Social Security card has a letter that's attached to the Federal Reserve Bank. And I can pay my bills. I can tap into that too. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. I have people tell me, they want to get their mind right. They want to be able to live an abundant life, yet they're eating freaking antifreeze foods, with the ingredient called propylene glycol, which it's used to make antifreeze, and that's what's in most processed foods. Propylene glycol, high fructose corn syrup, some more freaking syrup. That's why you got a bunch of nitwits out here that have no clue on what's going on, but guess what? They heard. They heard it from the grapevine that they can get all this money back. Well, guess what? Here at Aware, okay, as I was told by the team, to be real blunt, I am the spokesperson for Team Aware. I've been grandfathered in for the next 6 months, and then from there we'll have most likely another spokesperson, or maybe you guys will honor me back in. Maybe you'll vote me in because they're gonna have a voting, and there's gonna be a few more people doing webinars and speaking on here on this stage, using the platform of Aware, so they can bring their experiences, their testimonials, their philosophy, their mindset, and how they were able to break free from the shackles, from the bondage that they have people in bondage with their bonds. And they don't even realize it. Some people don't even know. Well, I'm not going to say some. Most people don't even know. They don't have a clue on what is going on. But they do have a clue a bit, I guess, on tapping into a TDA, tapping into a trust, the SEST trust account. And that's where I see so many people fail in the sovereignty, in the movement, in regaining their unalienable rights, which of course they didn't lose it. You see, what happens is you guys never lost your unalienable rights. It's just they was a second entity that was actually created, which is the ens legis, which is the all caps Strawman name. Look it up, Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, page 720. Look up the Strawman. And people sometimes think this is all bogus, but then again, they won't go and do their own darn research. But they'll freaking tell you this doesn't work, or this is not true, this is not factual. We have so many people that are starting to learn more and more about this and what the governments have been doing for so very long. It's not something that's new, okay? It's not new, all right? And like this, one of these amazing teachers who teaches, she once said, I don't recall her name, but I'm gonna quote her where she says, if it's new, it's not true, and if it's true, it's not new. Slow motion for me. Rewind that. Ralph Smartway, please. If it's true, it's not new, and if it's new, it's not true. I hope I got it right. I don't recall, I don't remember her name, but she's got videos on YouTube. I believe she's Moorish American, I believe as well. I'm not sure her name. Very beautiful, melanated woman teaching. She's got all white on in the video, I believe. She's got a few videos. Yafa Bay, I believe her name is. Yafa Bay, she's phenomenal. I love her. I just love learning from all different types of people. And then what I do through that, I take all that research that I've gathered from all of these people and I base my own analysis. I make my own decisions. I could think for myself, you see? And that's what a lot of people are having trouble with in this day and age, especially messing with the high fructose corn syrup foods, the processed foods, the greasy foods, the foods that give you the high blood pressure, the diabetes, which can be healed in a matter of weeks, by the way. Go look up Dr. Sebi. Anyway, this video is not going to be long. I just wanted to share some insight where I see a lot of people, they're not having success, and it's because, they're failing at realizing that in order for them to get remedy, they have to be knowledgeable of what is going on, knowing the information that they're researching and learning and investigating on, and they're making a decision, making a decision, okay, which way to go, which is going to be the best remedy for my situation. You see, because everyone's situation is different, okay? Everyone's situation is different. You have many people going through so many different types of things, and it does not matter what they're going through. Just know that once you separate yourself from the public to the private, okay, and you're no longer considered a minor under the Social Security, okay, and you become age of majority, and you know how to administer your estate or estates. This is why another thing is very important. Have family trust set up. Have trust set up. Not just one, not just two, three, four, multiple accounts. Trust. Why do the Rockefellers have over 700 trusts? Come on, guys. You have to know that they're not going to give it to you easy. If you don't get remedy the first time around, okay, just know that there is remedy if you hold them accountable and you take the administrative process on using the necessary tools, the paperwork, okay, the pen is mightier than the sword. Use your pen and paper and hold them accountable, okay? Make them do their job, their duties, okay? Because if you don't, and they get away with things that they're getting away with, then you're not going to have success. You're not going to continue on, and you're going to most likely quit. Winners don't quit. Always remember that. Winners never quit. Okay? So, not saying if you want to quit, you can't quit. Sure, go right ahead and quit. But just know don't be one of those people that say, oh yeah, I tried that. I tried to set off my debts. It didn't work. Bull crap. You know why it didn't work for you? Because you quit. You didn't use the administrative process. You wasn't in your proper status. Okay. You're most likely a big strawman in the system. You have not done the proper steps to separate yourself from the public to the private. You haven't secured your assets. You're not the agent heir of your estate. Okay. And if you're not the agent heir of your estate, then how the heck do you think you're going to get remedy? Yeah, you don't have to be a secure party creditor to set off debts. That is true and correct. But guess what, guys and gals? Okay, they're not making it easy. And when you're not in your proper status and you're not showing them that you are operating on the private side, that you're trying to operate on the public side and set off debts, guess what? They don't like that. And you're not going to get remedy as quick as you wish, as quick as you can, if you were to be having all of your paperwork in order, okay, have your recordings in play, okay, and being knowledgeable. That's the biggest thing with me all the time. Again, I've been a researcher for so many years, and you have to be knowledgeable. You have to know what it is and why it is that you're doing what you're doing. If you're submitting paperwork, if you're setting off debts, you got to know what you're doing. You got to study is what that means. Okay? Aware provides a lot of informational value that you can use to your advantage to win and have your victory. Keep in mind, you have people that have been doing this for so many years and are now starting to get remedy. Now are starting to be able to get their homes back. After years of studying, setting off debts, now, after a couple of years, guys, sometimes you may not get your remedy as quick, especially depending on the state or the country that you're in. Maybe it's a bit more of a process of administration, administrative process that involves a bit more legwork. Each state is different. Again, the Uniform Commercial Code, universal. Okay, you just gotta study the Uniform Commercial Code. You gotta read on your law dictionaries. You gotta stay ahead, on top of the knowledge of the wisdom, the information, everything is out there. You just got to do research. You got to take time. You got to find an ecosystem, either it being aware or not aware. Find an ecosystem, a community of people that you get together, and you guys are able to help each other out. You guys create communities with your trust. You guys are not building communities. This is why I see a lot of people not succeeding as well, is because they don't want to build or do anything. Okay, they don't want to open up a business. They just want to get money out of their accounts, and I guess I don't know what, and run. No goals, no dreams, no passions in life. Those are the people that are not going to have success. Mindset, again, I speak about this so often, I sound like a broken record, is the most important thing that you must have. You must have control of your mind, because if you don't have control of your mind, the battle has been lost. If you think that bad things are going to happen to you because you're doing certain processes or you're doing certain things and you have to send it out to the IRS, this, that, and the other, and you're afraid, you're in fear, you're a skeptic, first of all, do not come to Aware like that. We're not going to be working with people. Real soon, there's going to be an approval process. You have to go through the approval of being accepted to be one of Aware's Teamsters, their customers, their clients, however you feel that you will fit. All depends on your type of situation. And Aware's also going to be bringing on the testimonials, and they're going to be bringing on different other speakers to share their experiences, their victories. Okay, I'm talking about child support. People foreclosed, uh, they were foreclosed upon, lost their homes, got it back a few years after, a few months after. They did the process. They never gave up. They never quit. They knew this was real, but they don't make it easy. Of course, they're not going to make it easy for you guys. But once you got the mindset, and you're able to grasp the information that you're learning, okay, and you don't allow negativity to take control of your mind, or even the naysayers, the energy vampires, your significant other, the people who are in our life every single day that we have to interact with, and we probably speak to them about this information, and they think it's bogus. They think it's not true. You're not here, and we're not here, and I'm not here to convince anyone. I know the type of lifestyle that I live. I know what I had to go through to live this type of lifestyle. I know what I had to go through in order to be free from a system that was created to keep people in bondage, because they indebted the people. We the people. It's we the people. We the people. Okay, that give our credits, which is our labor, okay, our full faith and credit in regards to our birth certificate, okay, which, if you don't know, and if this is the first time you're here listening to a call like this, or listening to me, the birth certificate has a bond number attached to it, okay, on the front. But this is not the video for that. But if you're looking to get more information, just look up Strawman. Get yourself a Black's Law dictionary. Look up the term strawman. Look up the word strawman, and you'll see for yourself. You got people that'll laugh when they hear strawman. Haha, what a joke. Or people saying that doesn't exist. This. Well, okay, why is it in the law books? Why is it, guys? So you have to see, look. You have to look for the shills too. There's many shills out there that, of course, try to put down this information, this knowledge, and it's okay. The shills make it quite fun and interesting. Because they spend so much time to write you a comment, not knowing that comment will get deleted. That comment will not only get deleted, but they will get banned from the channel and from the website. And that's the things that we're doing here. We're not allowing for people to bring in their low level frequency mindset, because he had aware what people are giving us as testimonials is for us is the most beautiful, the most amazing, like it's just the most amazing feeling to know that you're able to have an impact in someone's life, okay, in someone's life where they didn't think hope existed for them because they were in such a tough situation financially and whatnot, and they were able to change their mindset. They were able to take the time to dedicate themselves to learning what exists and what is out here in order for them to grow and to break the shackles, break the chains that have enslaved them since very early on. And these are the people that are coming with their testimonials, people who almost quit too. People maybe like you, maybe you feel like this information is too out there, maybe it's too much for you, maybe you just can't believe why would the government do something like this. Well, why would the government do so many other things that they have done and back in our time, back and they're still doing, okay? Why are they, putting chemicals in the air, with the chemtrails? Why are they fluoridating the water? Why are they trying to force vaccines on children and people? Why are they doing so many things? Okay, that's the question that people ask. Well, I ask, why are they doing all of this? Why are they trying to dumb down a society? Why are they trying to take people's guns? Why are they trying to make people docile? Why have they put it this way: anyone who does speak up, who gives out information, who shares their knowledge, their education, their wisdom, is a target. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. That's the way it is. That's the way they roll, because the big pharmaceutical companies, these corporations, the shareholders and whatnot, there's big money involved. So that's why people need to wake up and see that there has been a lot done, not only within our society, but there has been a lot done to the earth, to our natural resources, to the soil, through the chemicals, through the minings, the oil minings and stuff like that, that has affected and is affecting our world as we know it. Okay, climate change. Listen, why is climate change supposedly happening? I beg to differ, but if they stop the chemtrails in the air, maybe it would stop. Okay, again, there's so much involved, with me wanting to bring you so much information and for you guys to really get an understanding that there's more to this freedom than you think. Okay, you have to get into the mindset that, okay, you're going to receive your freedom. It may take you some time. You're going to be able to achieve everything that you hear about, but it may take some time. It will take some time. Not that it will take some time. Okay, you may not have success the first, second, third go round, but guess what? The fourth go round, you have major success. People are having so much success, and they're having little successes, big successes, all different types of successes. And guess what? We have the testimonials of the successes. We're going to be bringing on people to the webinars to share their testimony on how they were able to save their home, how they were able to stop foreclosure, how they were able to stop eviction the same day of, how they were able to stop wage garnishments and things like that, how they were able to go from the public to the private. These are things that we as a society, are not aware of. We're not aware truly of what's going on in the world, okay? And if we don't take control of our mind and really tap into the power of our minds and being able to just make a change in our life, then they're going to continue to drain you. They're going to continue to be the energy vampires that they are, and they're going to continue to just tax you and take every penny that you have. Okay, but you need to wake up and see that we have the power to change everything that is happening to us. But again, if you're of the mind that, you want to blame someone else, you want to blame government, you want to, bash government, you want to be combative, you want to be rude and disrespectful to other people, that's a reflection of who you are, and that's a reflection of your success. I see it often when people are in certain Facebook groups of other people who are teaching this. Okay, I see it in the Facebook groups, in the comments, people bashing each other. Someone goes and they ask a question, and then someone comes and says something silly and stupid that has no true, no true, help. There's no true community. It's like, people like acting as if they're in the streets. They're acting real ghetto. Listen, I'm from the Bronx, New York. Okay, I was born and bred in New York, and I tell you one thing. I used to have a certain mindset. I used to think and feel and act a certain way. My frequency vibration was not at the level that it is today. My mindset has shifted. Okay, 360 degrees. All right. Listen, I promise you that if you start learning more, listening to audios, learning every single day, take at least half an hour. Many people make excuses, they don't have the time. Oh my gosh, how many successful people who have dozens of successful businesses, okay, have the same time as us, but yet they're so successful. Millionaires, billionaires. You got Oprah Winfrey. You got Tony Robbins. You got so many successful people out here that are making a big impact in the world and are succeeding. They're winning. They have the same amount of time as us. And as Einstein says, time is just an illusion. You make your time. You can make it work for you. You gotta get out of the mindset that people owe you something, that this doesn't work. If you're a skeptic about freedom to, if you're a skeptic to file your papers, if you're a skeptic to become a secure party creditor, if you're skeptical about, filing papers with the paperwork and going against them, if you're a skeptic and if you gotta see it to believe it, you're not going to have success. It's not going to happen. Skeptics do not get successful by being, you don't get successful by being skeptic. You gotta know as you know as you know. And the only way you can know is by what? By reading, learning, studying, okay? Reading, learning, studying, okay? Staying on top of your craft. Many of you guys just work 9 to 5s and all you want to do is go to happy hour. You want to take the weekend and celebrate, drink like it's 1999, like Prince used to say, and you just want to, and that's the life that many of you live. And then you want to go chase, these men, these women, and maybe many of you have family, and you're going back and forth bickering and you're battling, and it's like, why live a life like that if you don't need to? You need to eliminate certain things from your life. That goes friends, family, certain foods, philosophies, certain thoughts. We have to come to an understanding that what they're doing to people is pretty much not in their best interest, okay? What is being done to humanity is not in our best interest. This is why it's important to have your body, which is your temple, as clean as possible. What does that mean? Well, stop putting pesticided, herbicided foods in your body. Okay? Stop putting these lotions and these potions on your skin, which your skin is the largest organ. Okay? Because you're poisoning your body, right? It's common sense. A lot of this is common sense. Law is simple. It's not complicated. Legalese, yes, legalese is complicated. That's why I feel that people who are starting to learn about sovereignty and they come with an open mind and they have read a few things and they become a bit aware and they're not skeptical. They know because they read it in the books. You see, they read it. Okay, the law libraries, the law online law curriculums, the online law websites that you can go to. There's no excuses. You cannot use an excuse that you don't have the time. You guys gotta take the time to learn this information, become aware, and you will get the remedies that you're seeking. But if you're looking to get into sovereignty, you're looking to be free, you wanna Of course, start operating on the private. That's why I stress again, private trust is so very important. Being from public to private, setting yourself up on the private side. You set yourself up on the private side, you're going to be able to succeed in your remedies. You're going to be able to achieve that what it is that you're trying to achieve, because let me just tell you like this: if you're operating on the public side, okay, and you're trying to get any money back, and you're going to get money back. I've seen people get checks back, okay, from the treasury, but guess what? It's going into their public accounts. It's going into the Enslege's Strawman account, and you do not want that. That's why it's important to have your private trust set up. If you're a secure creditor, great. You have a trust set up for your Enslege's, great. You have to have these different trusts set up properly. That way, you do not mix public and private. When you do not mix public and private, you will not and cannot get into trouble. Okay? Remember, you being the agent heir of your estate, of your all caps, Enslege's Strawman estate, makes you first lien holder. And when you are operating on the private side, they cannot take any of your assets. They cannot do any garnishments. They cannot do anything that you, remember, you control everything but own nothing. You see, so when you own nothing but control everything, what can they take from you? They can't take nothing. You see? So I hope this was some sort of help, because again, I get people asking me why many are getting remedy and they're not. Remember, just because you tried one time or twice and you didn't get remedy doesn't mean it doesn't work. Okay? There's an administrative process. Okay? If you start looking for the signs, though, if you start looking for the signs, you will see. As an example, if you have a utility company, you set it off. So your utility company, they're about to disconnect you, let's say January 1st. You sent it out in December. They said they're gonna disconnect you January 1st. You'll see a sign will be they won't disconnect you January 1st. Come February, they haven't disconnected you, but they're sending you threatening letters that they're about to disconnect you. Okay? But it doesn't give you a date. Those are signs, you see, and then they prolong it, and then March comes, they give you a date, they're about to disconnect you. That was success, because these utility companies disconnect immediately, especially when they have a date. Okay, so these are signs that your stuff is working, but guess what? They're not honoring it, because these people are in default themselves. They're in dishonor themselves, and many of these corporations and these companies, they test you. They already know that a lot of people are doing these things, and they'll just send it back with, many times they don't even send your negotiable instrument back, depending on how you set it off, your presentment. Many times if they don't accept it, they send it back, and many times they keep it and whatnot. So you have to look, you have to know the signs to look for. You see, once you know what are the signs to look for, you're going to be successful. You're going to be able to get your remedy. But don't think you're going to get involved now and you set off your debts, and you send out paperwork to set off your debts today, and then they come back and say, no, this is frivolous, or this is not acceptable. Then that means you have not studied, because it's very important. You study UCC 3 and UCC 9. You study UCC 3 and UCC 9, guess what? You're going to have success. You're going to be able to set off your debts. You're going to be able to use negotiable instruments. You're going to be able to do many of the things that many of you are asking but are not studying, because if you studied, you would know how to get your remedy and what to do if they don't give you remedy. You see, that's the big thing. Yeah, it's easy to submit paperwork, but it's not easy for many to hold these corporations, these companies accountable, because they never do a follow-up. It's very important to follow up, guys and gals. And if you're not following up, if you're not holding them accountable, then this is going to be the reason you're not having remedy. And if your mindset sucks, okay, you have a bad attitude, you think the world owes you something, and you're combative, and you want to try to come to, let's say, for example, you come to aware, and you come with that attitude, it's not going to be accepted at all. You come to Aware for help. They're very professional. The team is so sweet. I tell you, I'm from New York and I only have a certain amount of patience. I used to have a certain amount of patience before, but now I'm more firmer. I'm more stricter in my love giving, meaning I'll give you everything I know, everything I got, my knowledge, my wisdom, my years of experience in researching and provide value, 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 because that's what pretty much pumps me up and really excites me, being able to help other people out in their path to freedom, in their journeys. Okay, but if you're gonna come with a rude, disrespectful attitude, it's not going to work here at all. You will be booted out the island, and you are the type of people, if that's you, that are not going to have remedy. Because if you're combative, you're not going to have remedy. And that means if you're combative, this is how you live in your life with other people, with your friends, with your family. If you're living your life with your friends and family like this, you're not going to have remedy in law at all. You're just going to have troubles. And I know people who are now starting to come from other groups, from other communities, from other ecosystems, coming to Aware. So many beautiful people, many entrepreneurs as well. I love you, entrepreneurs. If you're listening, keep up the great work. If you're an entrepreneur, please. You could even put, your link in the description below. I would love to know your business. There's a lot of abundance out here in the world, a lot of opportunities, a lot of change, a lot of growth. But we have to understand we can't be or play the victim role. Because when we play the victim role, we will never have any success in our life. And we're only going to create drama. And when you create drama, you create a life of riff-raff and those are the type of circumstances and situations you're going to have in your life. Okay, and of course, we're all different. We're all our own individuality, and I respect everyone. But at the same time, just know if you don't have respect for yourself, how can you expect to have others to respect you and for you to even get what you desire in this world? This world is a beautiful world. Let's stop blaming others. Let's embrace the opportunity that there's a lot of great people teaching this information out here. We always try to do our best here at Team Aware to provide quick and prompt responses. And if you don't get a quick and prompt response, please do not send a second email saying, hey, hi, I emailed you on so Sunday. I haven't gotten a response back, because you know what? It's going to show us right there immediately. You're going to get targeted as a person with a low EQ. Okay, a mindset who we can tell, because we have EQ specialists. I'm an EQ specialist myself, okay, which is very important, especially in life. A lot of people who are successful in sales have a high EQ. We've been brainwashed to think it's all about IQ. No, IQ has been debunked, okay, already. Okay, so meaning you have to have the ability to have that compassion, that empathy, that sympathy with someone, to be able to have a certain level of compassion, a certain level of intimacy when it comes to communicating, to having a harmonious relationship, and what's involved in something of harmony, it's peace. Peace is involved with harmony. And if you don't have peace and harmony in your heart and your life, and we notice that, we're not going to work with you, and we'll tell you to go and somewhere else, and kindly and peacefully. Me, I'll tell people like it is. Again, I'm very honored and grateful for Team Aware to allow me to speak with you guys. There's a whole bunch of other things that we're gonna be speaking, that I'm creating I'm going to be doing a private mastermind VIP event real soon. It's going to be within the next 2 weeks. I usually would not share this online, but I'm going to be sharing this with the Team Aware community. It's going to be up there in price. It's going to be anywhere from $150 to $200. It's going to be a 2-hour webinar event. I'm going to show you from A to Z on how you can go from from the bondage to capitalizing and utilizing your bonds, and being able to have a monthly flow of income and more abundance in your life by, of course, becoming the agent heir of your estate. And that's a private mastermind VIP event that I'm doing. It's going to be a webinar. Once again, it's going to be about 2 hours. The cost is going to be $150 to $200. With this, you're going to get also $149 free book, which is the complete UCC with templates and forms. That book is not launched yet. That's going to be provided by Team Aware. They're working on that. It's going to have forms, it's going to have templates, it's going to have a whole bunch of documents that you'll be able to use and create even your own business out of this. You know, there's so much opportunities out here. There's so much people that need the knowledge, that need this type of help. But guess what? They're just stuck in a bubble. So I'll keep you guys informed. Team Aware actually will keep you guys informed. I'll most likely be doing another video on that mastermind webinar event. I'm already going to be able to take anywhere from 10 to 20 people. You'll be able to ask questions. It's going to be a live webinar event. You'll be able to ask questions. We'll be, you know, again, it's going to be 2 hours, and it's going to be an awesome event. It's only going to be a mastermind VIP exclusive. You got to have the mindset though. If you got the mindset, you're going to have to take a test. If you qualify, then you make your payment. Then we'll give you the date and time. Again, this is all in the works now. I have a very busy schedule myself, and I'm doing my very best to give my time to Team Aware, because of course they're getting many people reaching out. They're getting much more busier because there seems to be a disconnect with other communities out here and a lot of misinformation. So we're very excited. I'm very excited to be a part of this, and I hope you guys can also share and be part of the journey. I'm Emilio. I thank you for listening and look forward to seeing you on the next webinar. Peace and blessings to you. And keep in mind, please, mindset is everything. Okay, mindset, have a great mind. Okay, don't pick up any more karma. Live and let live. Forgive, let go, and move on. There are people in our lives that we must cut off. Okay, get a pen and paper, write down the name of the people that are in your life, the pros and cons, how they make you feel, and decide if you need to eliminate them. And you start doing this, your life will start changing. I promise you, it's happened to me, and I'm so grateful that I've been able to have a personal development lifestyle for the last few years by listening and getting mentored and coached by the many greats out there. Okay, so I thank you guys once again. Emilio with Team Aware. Peace and blessings to all. Namaste.